Usually, before I go shaking my tits for the press, I like to go see how the professionals do it. Some might say the chief of police has no business in an institution like this, but in fact it's the quietest and safest place in town. You won't run into any reporters, nobody gets into any fights, nobody drinks too much, nobody even raises their voice. The place is owned by an elderly gentleman who knows how to keep things under control. That's why I never invite my friends here. I wanted to make an exception for my 60th birthday, but most of my colleagues are young enough to be my sons, and they'd rather just hire prostitutes. Why stare at some boobs when you can take the whole package for yourself? But there's none of that in our club. Even looking too long is considered indecent. You can get an occasional glimpse, like by accident. The rest of the time you just pretend that you're immersed in conversation, or just come by for a drink. Doesn't mean these gentlemen wouldn't want their bald heads smothered in tits. It's just that nobody says it out loud. My younger colleagues might call it hypocrisy, but I call it the good old-fashioned manners. Good manners and leave the rest unsaid. She agrees to unbutton her blouse, and we agree not to pay too much attention. The girls are on a quiet prowl, too. They're looking for a way out of their cramped rooms. Maybe make friends with some wealthy patron with a pacemaker and dentures. Everybody wants something. But we have to control ourselves, or we'll all turn into libertines and prostitutes. Hell, if there weren't any rules, I'd be belching and farting, jumping up on the table, arms held high, yelling, "Shake it, baby!" No idea how I got so barbaric.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
A man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope and left.
Damn. Okay, let's see about this. Of course, they could have shot them the second they took the photo, but I knew Kendrick and his family were all right. Either way, the message was not that they got out. It meant that I was in. My servitude to the Mafia had begun. I'd only been in my new position 5 seconds, and I already knew why Kendrick called it a contract. You sound doomed if you call it what it is. A curse. Boyd.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you. No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off your phone. You start today.
8 in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a mafia whore. I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the only thing I can think, what's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
Tangerine. Now that we've met, I'll get sweet ginger green. Red is for danger, so I'm told. I know just what they mean. Gotta be bold to hold sweet ginger green. She's sweeter than Sue and Georgia Brown. Beats Lulu too when she's back in town. Now she can shimmy like Sister Kate. She's a dancing queen, fit for a king. Swing sweet ginger green. Shimmy like Sister Kate. She's just a dancing queen, fit for a king. Swing sweet ginger green.
in progress. 911 complete. 412 in progress.
The people of Freeburg have built up a tolerance for the petty horrors of modern life. You'll never see crowds gathering around a beaten passerby. Folks rarely even slow to gawk at a car accident. And street theft doesn't turn heads anymore. Been a long time since people got worked up about stuff like that. So when I ran into a troubled crowd on the way to work, I knew there was something serious going on. Something bad enough to knock these people out of their daily rhythm. And we're talking about people who would step over a corpse if it was blocking the door to the coffee shop. But apparently all it takes is a bunch of leaflets, or spreading broken glass across Main Street, or releasing a couple of hundred rats in the ice arena. The mysterious figure taking responsibility for these strange acts goes by the alias Robespierre. Nobody knows who he is, what he wants, or what all this adds up to, from the buckets of lard spread on the sidewalk to the front door of City Hall covered with ostrich feathers. But this strange cross between childhood pranks and cheap theatrics has got the people all worked up. Everyone understands when some Freeburg crook satisfies the basic human need to rob and kill. But when someone steals a lion from the local zoo and locks him in a cell below the courthouse, the people start asking questions. Myself, I kind of like this Robespierre. It's not just the pranks he's pulling or his green bull's head emblem. I just like his funny nickname. Robespierre? Really? Who does that make me? The Marquis de Lantenac? I don't think so. In the old books about revolutions, I fancy myself the old gunner who goes off to war with a bag of damp powder. Or maybe the innkeeper who tops up the beer kegs with mop water. It's something to think about.
410 in progress. Four 12A complete. Got a situation here. In progress.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
This train don't carry no gamblers. This train don't carry no gamblers. This train don't carry no gamblers, no crap shooters or midnight ramblers. This train don't carry no gamblers. This train. While I was on that train at 5:02, heading for Mobile, I had a couple of dicks in my pocket just to make the price of a meal. Well, I threw them on the blanket and they started doing tricks. I was on that train at 5:02, they threw me off at 5:06. Well, this train don't carry no gamblers. This train don't carry no gamblers. This train don't carry no gamblers, no crap shooters or midnight ramblers. This train don't carry no gamblers. This train. Was on my way to the Mississippi when a gal got on the train. This train don't carry no gamblers. This train don't carry no gamblers. This train don't carry no gamblers, no crap shooters or midnight ramblers. This train don't carry no gamblers. This train. While I was on that train at 5:02, heading for Mobile, I had a couple of dicks in my pocket just to make the price of a meal. Well, I threw them on the blanket and they started doing tricks. I was on that train at 5:02, they threw me off at 5:06. Well, this train don't carry no gamblers. This train don't carry no gamblers. This train don't carry no gamblers, no crap shooters or midnight ramblers. This train don't carry no gamblers. This train. was on my way to the Mississippi when a gal got on the train. I sat right down beside her and she started to complain. The conductor caught the action. It was somewhere near St. Joe. I was on my way from Mass to Miss, but they threw me off in Mo. Well, this train don't carry no gamblers. This train don't carry no gamblers. This train don't carry no gamblers, no crap shooters. This train don't carry no gamblers. This train.
913 in progress.
Well, on account of a gal on the Santa Fe, my trip came to an end. I said, miss, on a lonely train like this, a guy could use a friend. Again came the conductor. Again I was cut off. He said, pal, I don't know where you got on, but I can tell you where you get off. Well, this train don't carry no gamblers. This train don't carry no gamblers. This train don't carry no gamblers, no crap shooters or midnight ramblers. This train don't carry no gamblers. This train.
Trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Top Spot.
913. In progress.